Hello.
Hello,
Hello, Alia. Hello. Welcome. How are you today? How was your
nice.
Tuesday?
I'm nice.
Okay, good.
Good,
Well,
good. Well,
uh-huh. As usually, let's start checking your homework. Mm-hmm. At
yes,
first. Okay, I ask you to do some grammar exercises and to do the reading. Am I right?
yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Please, the first task, A. Go ahead.
True. True. They are yours.
Mm-hmm.
Whose laptop is that?
Mm-hmm.
It's his laptop. It's his.
Yes, good.
Whose keys are those? They are her keys. They are hers.
Mm-hmm.
Whose car is that? It's ours.
It's ours. Yes.
Whose cards are those? They are yours.
Mm-hmm.
Whose house is that? It's theirs.
It's theirs. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Good evening.
Well, good evening, Janara. How was
Good
your
evening.
Tuesday?
Thank
Good
you very
evening.
much. How are you? Good evening, Alia.
Excellent. Everything's fine. Thanks. Thanks. Well, we're checking your homework. Janara, that's why join us. Daniela, I can see you are here as well. Welcome. Is everything fine?
Hello.
Hello, hello there. Join us, please. We're checking your home task, and now just let's focus on part B. Uh, number two, Dinara, please.
Mm, listen, okay. Sorry. Whose coats are these? Uh, they are yours?
Are they yours?
Or
What's the
are they
question?
yours? Yes, they are ours. Thanks a lot.
Yes, that's right. Good. Three, then yeah.
Is that your boyfriend's car? It's look like his. No, it isn't. His car is bigger than that.
Yes, then that. Yes, that's right. Four, Alia.
Whose cat is that? It isn't ours. I've seen it in the neighbor's garden. I think it's ours.
I saw it in the neighbor's garden. Alia, I think it's neighbor's garden. It means what?
Ah, It's a double. Yeah.
I think it's, you see, it's the neighbor's garden. Okay, not our garden, but it's neighbor's garden. So neighbors, it
Ah,
means they, right?
I think
Neighbors
it's
means they. I think it's.
yours. Yours?
I don't think so. Okay, guys, could you help us, please?
Theirs.
I think it's theirs, right? I
Ah,
think it's theirs. Since neighbors, it means they. They
ah,
are our neighbors. That's why it's theirs.
ah.
5,
Okay.
Dinara.
Is that a new phone? Uh, yours old one was black. No, it's my sister's. Mine is broken, so I'm borrowing hers.
Yes, so I'm borrowing hers. That's right. Good. Okay. And they're reading. There are 5 texts. Yeah. Okay. Did you read this text? Okay,
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Uh-huh.
didn't.
Uh-huh. Okay. Choose one person. Choose one British chef and briefly tell me about them. Okay. Choose one. By the way, have you ever heard these names before you read the texts? Gordon Ramsay, for example, Jamie Oliver. Have you heard these names?
I heard
Jamie
about
Oliver, yes.
Jamie
Mhm.
Oliver.
Jamie Oliver, yes, he's extremely popular in Britain and all over the world. Yes. Okay. So please, dear learners, choose one of them and just tell me the most significant facts about their life, about their programs, maybe. Okay.
Maybe about Jimmy Oliver.
Okay, Danya, please, welcome. Tell us
Um,
about him.
he's he's British chef.
Mhm.
He and I don't know right now has he a TV show or not, but when I was younger, he had TV show,
Mhm.
and he has many books, and
Yeah.
his books have been translated and into other languages.
Yes.
Um, her, mm, and that's all.
And what is his main what are his main principles? What are his main ideas in
Oh,
cooking? Yeah, what's he famous for? What kind of
his
campaign?
his main idea it it's food
Mhm.
um, food
What kind of food? Then yeah, what kind of food? It's very important to indicate
healthy food
here. Healthy food for whom?
for children.
Yes, for children. Yeah. So he tries to encourage. Yes, this is a good word, encourage. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
British and American children to eat healthy food. Yes? Okay. Good. That's right. That's his main message. Good. Well, thank you, Danyar. Ladies, Lila, hello, join
Good
us.
evening.
Okay, we are discussing these 5 famous, worldwide famous chefs, and I asked you to choose one of them and tell me briefly about him or her. All right, please.
Mm.
Okay, Zinara Aliyah, what are you going to tell us about? Who are you going to tell us about? Hey, Aliyah, are you ready? Uh-huh.
Gordon Ramsay.
Ramsay. Okay, please.
Gordon Ramsay is one of Britain's top chefs. He owns a lot of restaurants all over the world. And Gordon have the TV reality show Hell's Kitchen. He where he often shouted angry at the practicants when they made a mistake. And Gordon helps all the restaurants who are having problems business.
With their business, right?
With their business. Yes.
Okay. Yes, that's right. Okay, that's all. Okay, good, good. Aliyah, you said he have the reality show, the TV reality show. Is it correct? Grammatically, is the sentence correct? He have
TV
TV.
reality.
I mean, is the verb fine here? He have the TV reality show.
He has.
Is that he has? Yes, definitely. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Please, Dinara.
I tell about Delia Smith.
Okay.
And Delia was born in Woking, Surrey. After leaving school at 16 years, she worked as a hairdresser. Then she worked as a shop assistant. And at 21, she got a job in a tiny restaurant where she rose from cleaner to cook.
Okay.
At the same time, she studying Old English cookery books from the British Museum, testing recipes.
Recipes.
Recipes from them on the family in whose house she was living at the time.
Okay. She was using those cookery books in order to cook for this family, Dinara. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, she was living with the family, right? Okay. And she was cooking for them, right?
Да, в доме, в которой она, в домах, где она жила,
Okay.
она тестировала рецепты.
Okay. Good. Got you.
So that's all.
That's all? Okay. So I see that you have found, you have searched for extra information. Okay, that's
Yes.
good. Okay, good job. Thank you. And Lila, well, what about you?
About Nigella Rosen.
All right, please.
She started with working as a book reviewer and restaurant critic. She loves cooking and she is interested in cookery and food, but she doesn't. She has never trained as a cook. Nigella Lawson is a popular journalist and food writer. She has successfully hosted her own cooking shows on TV in the USA and has a lot of viewers. And she has her own range of products called Living Kitchen.
Okay, yes, that's right. What does a range of products, Lila, mean? A range of products.
Yes, it's her own range of products.
Mm-hmm.
Продукты. Range. I don't know.
Uh-huh. Well, who knows?
Range.
Class,
Yep.
can you please help us? Alia, what did you say?
Ряд продуктов.
Uh-huh. So in other words, do you know any synonyms for that word range?
Как думаю?
Can we say, well, a set? Yes, we can say a set of products, and we can use the word variety. Okay, set. Ряд продуктов, список продуктов, okay, list of products as well. List of products, okay. So all these are the synonyms for the word range. So we can say range of products, range of what? Range of specialities, range of books, yeah? Okay, whatever. Good. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I also ask you to make up the 10 sentences using the first question. The topic was, let's see, what will happen if the internet stops working for a day? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, Aliyah, please, I see that you're ready. Could you start?
I think people will start communicating with each other without smartphone. The family will gather around the table to spend free time together. Students won't be able to study online. People can feel anxious and uncomfortable due to isolation and loss of access to information. Delay in logistics and transport, malfunctions in booking systems and navigation systems. And it will problems with banking transactions. Without the internet, won't be possible to make online appointments, transfers. Malfunction in work and business. A lot of company depend of the internet for connection, sales, meetings, and customer service. That's all.
Oh, Aliyah, such a sophisticated language you have used. That's not pre-intermediate, definitely. Okay, so did you learn all this vocabulary or just you Googled these words and phrases and that's it? Because it's very, very challenging. It's very difficult. I mean, the language. Even reading for you was a little bit challenging, you see. Delay of logistics, navigation, banking, transactions. Do you understand
Yes,
what you are talking about? Yeah, when reading.
yes, yes,
Yes, because it's not just to present something, to say something, okay, for a while. But it's for you to memorize some specific words and phrases you have used, you have implemented in your speaking. Okay? Well,
mm,
so it's not mostly about your ideas, but it's about the language you use, the grammar you use. Okay?
mhm,
Okay, that's
okay,
why I'm asking. But the language is really, really attractive, really academic, you see, high level lexical units have been used. Очень такой вы академически сложный язык выбрали. Well, however, there was a kind of sentence Будут проблемы с банковскими транзакциями. How did you say that? Alia, could you please repeat?
Transaction with banking, because
No. Could you please repeat this idea? Будут
with
проблемы
banking,
с банковскими транзакциями, переводами и так далее. Can you translate that once again?
it will
Будут
problems
проблемы.
with bank.
Well, okay. I see. You said it will. However, we speak about something, I mean existing. Something is somewhere. Что-то у нас где-то есть или появится, или будет. What special phrase do we use? Какой специальный оборот мы используем для этого? Будут проблемы. Там будут проблемы. Что-то есть где-то, Лия. Что-то есть где-то, что-то будет где-то. Там 3 книги на полке, ученики в классе, телевизор, не знаю, в комнате. Which special
There is,
phrase?
there
There
are.
is or there are. And now you speak about the future, и теперь вы как результат говорите будут, да? Там будут проблемы. То есть будут проблемы. That's why. Look how this phrase changes. There will be. Okay, there will be problems with banking transactions, etc. Okay, то есть вот она эта фраза there is, there are, but since we're talking about the first conditional, we should use there will be as a result, как результат, как следствие, as a consequence. Okay? Yes, but in general, it's fine. Yes, good. Well, the next one, Daniel, please.
If internet doesn't work one day, phones will lose their signal. If phones lose signal, they will be useless. If phones are useless, people will write letters to each other or will go to each other to tell something. If internet doesn't work, delivery services won't work. If delivery services don't work, people will cook food by themselves. Also, if internet doesn't work, navigation systems won't work. If navigation system don't work, airplanes and ships get lost.
Will get lost, yeah, Daniel?
Will get lost.
Will
Okay.
get lost.
Вот
Yes,
здесь я
that's
только
one.
не понятно.
Yes, okay, Since it's
Will
get
get lost.
lost, it's a phrase get lost. Yeah, but we use the future. We have to use the future as a result. That's all. Will get lost. And there was one sentence, okay. Люди будут готовить сами. Daniel.
People will cook food
Сами.
by themselves.
By themselves, right? By themselves.
Themselves.
Since it's a plural form, people, okay, people, you speak about the plural noun. People, it means they, okay, and that's why we have to use themselves, plural form. It's just like leave, leaves, they, themselves. Yes, very good, thanks. The following one is Lila. Okay.
Okay. Today I want to talk about the topic, what will happen if the internet stops working for one day. I think there are own disadvantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's talk about advantages. The first is that if internet stops, all family members will not use the phone a lot. If we don't use phone a lot, we will have more time to spend with each other and enjoy real life conversation, which we don't have enough of nowadays. The other plus is that we will be able to get enough sleep. We spend hours scrolling through social media feeds before get asleep. Without internet, it couldn't happen. We will get to bed earlier and don't worry about how could we get up tomorrow morning. Another side is if we don't have internet, we will not watching and reading news. Nowadays, most of the news are bad news and negatively affect our mood and mind negatively. If we don't read any, our mood will be more positively. Disadvantages are many too. First disadvantage is that we can't use social media like WhatsApp to talk to each other for that day, which would be very inconvenient nowadays because we have learned not to phone each other every time and get quick answers. The second disadvantage is for me is that we couldn't use Kaspi to pay for purchases. Will be really sad. Another minus is that we will get quick information and answers harder. Internet answers our all questions. If we want to know something, the first idea is to find this in the internet, on the internet. In the conclusion, I want to say that the day without internet is not a global problem, but sometimes it's even have its benefit.
It's benefits, I guess, yeah?
Benefits.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Your speech is logically structured, Lila. Okay, it's very difficult to follow your ideas since you see you announce, let's talk about advantages, let's talk about disadvantages, you see, in conclusion. So it's very easy to follow, right? How you develop your ideas and how you support them. Okay, that's a big plus. That's a big plus of your speech. The language is also quite sophisticated. But there are some things I would like to clarify. Также существует много недостатков. Лиля, how did you say that?
There are disadvantages.
Too. Что-то такое, да?
Too.
There are many. Disadvantages are many
Are
too.
many
Ты
too.
услышала
Неправильно,
так? Yes.
наверное. Да,
Okay,
да.
yeah. So the same structure as алия, алияс. Okay? Существует, есть много недостатков. Special phrase. There are, yes? There are.
Disadvantages.
Yeah, a lot of
Disadvantages.
disadvantages. Yes, disadvantages as well. Можно добавить также as well. Okay. Well, another phrase, it's about collocation. Чуть-чуть коллокация пострадала здесь. Звонить друг другу. Ну, то есть мы не сможем звонить друг другу. Там что-то была идея. Звонить друг другу.
Да, вот. Which would be very inconvenient nowadays because we have learned not to phone each other every
Yes,
time.
to phone. Lila, phone, it's a noun. Okay, and what is the verb form? Call each other. Yes, call each other. Call each other. The next one. Ну вот как условие, если не будет работать интернет, мы не сможем использовать приложение типа Kaspi. You said we couldn't use apps like Kaspi, right? We couldn't use. Couldn't, it's the past form.
We cannot.
Past form. So yeah, we cannot or we can't use apps like Kaspi. Okay. Дальше. Отвечают на все запросы, отвечают всем требованиям, я так полагаю, answer all questions. I have heard this phrase. Я услышала фразу. Отвечает на все вопросы, отвечает на все запросы, вопросы, да? Okay, this is the direct translation from Russian into English. Здесь получилось прямой перевод, и не совсем естественный. Okay, meet all demands. Дословно встречать все требования, да? All demands. Эта фраза означает отвечать на все отвечать всем требованиям, отвечать на все запросы. Okay? Meet all demands, yes. And finally, in conclusion, without the, right? In conclusion. Yes, okay. Well, please memorize these things. Okay, but in terms of structure, it was perfect. Yeah, good. Thank you very much. And Dinara?
Yes.
Yes.
What will happen if the internet stops working for one day? I think there will be house all over the world because people's lives are too closely connected to the internet, and for most people, the lack of internet will lead to loss of communication between family and friends. Someone may lose their online job and earnings. Turning off the internet may affect the loss of communication with the outside world, which will blow to the economy. On a global scale, the internet is a valuable infrastructure on which the modern economy, trade, and finance are based. But I think there are also advantages to this if turn off the internet for one day. In practice, it turns out that the people would have more time for something. They would get enough sleep, communicate more with friends, read more, and attend various kinds of entertainment, go to sports, and so on. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay, good, good. Well, also the ideas are very, your arguments are very efficient, Dinara. Okay, good that you have touched some special spheres like online, for example, or online work, right? Online working, etc. Well, how did you say that? Если интернет перестанет работать, люди будут спать больше, читать и общаться. Вот this sentence. I'm interested in that.
Практики показала, if turn off the internet for one day, in practice, it turns out that people would have more time for.
Okay, now listen. Okay, thank you. Dinara, look, first conditional. You have used would sleep, would read, would communicate more, right? So you have used the phrase would do something, would do something. Whereas the basic structure of the first conditional is if plus present simple. And in the main clause, we have to use will or would.
Will.
Will. So that's what happens. That's what happens. Will plus infinitive. Okay, so now please, can you paraphrase your sentence?
In practice, it turns out that people will have more time for something. They will get enough sleep, communicate more, read more.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's correct now. Since if we use would, it's not the first conditional, it's second conditional. It's a little bit different. Okay, now we are practicing the first one. That's why. Well, I have focused this. Well, all right. Thank you very much. Okay, all of you are. You have nailed it. You have nailed it. Okay, perfect. Nice. Okay. And just the plan for today, dear learners, we're going to revise and check everything you have learned in module 7 and 8. That means grammar and vocabulary and pronunciation. And in the second part of the lesson, of the session, we're going to read, watch, and discuss some questions. Okay? So, grammar, let's start with that. Circle the correct option A, B, or C. Then can we start, please?
I need some emails. I need to answer some emails.
Okay, good. Number 2, Lilia?
The situation is difficult to explain.
To explain, yes, good. 3, Dinara?
I don't know what to do.
Leah?
4. I don't really mind doing housework.
Yes, nice. 5, Nihat?
is one of the best forms of exercise. Swimming. B.
B. Yes, correct. 6, Lilia.
Mm, do we have to bring our books tomorrow?
Yes, agree. 7, Dinara.
It's free. You haven't to pay. We don't have to pay.
You don't have 8, Lilia.
You must call your grandmother.
Okay, nice. Daniel, 9.
You you shouldn't drink so much coffee.
Yes, definitely. 10, Lilia.
I think you should talk to her about it.
Yes, correct. 11, Dinara.
If she'll go, she won't come back.
Sure.
See,
A.
if she
Will.
if she goes,
Mm-hmm.
she
Present
won't
simple
come
after
back.
if, yeah? If she
Mm.
goes. Yes, 12, Elia.
If they don't come soon, we won't see them.
Mm-hmm. 13, Dinara. Oh, Daniel, sorry.
Call me if you don't find a taxi.
Yes, correct. Imperative 14, Lilia.
Whose book is that? It's mine.
It's mine, correct. 15, Dinara.
She forgot his birthday, but he didn't forget. But he didn't forget hers.
Yes, that's right. Nice. B, part B, complete with a verb from the list. Okay. Confusing verbs. Do you remember confusing verbs? And let's begin with the first one. Aliyah, go ahead.
Don't to turn off the light before you go.
Let's read the verbs first. Aliyah, just in the box. Read the verbs. Enjoy.
Enjoy, finish, forget, hate, learn, mind, promise, try.
Yes. You're familiar with all of them. Well, what about the first sentence then?
Don't forget to turn off the light before you go.
Yes, good. The next one, Dinara.
I want to learn to speak Italian.
The next, Lila.
Can you try to make less noise, please?
Good. Vignette.
I promise to pay you back next week.
Great. The next, Alia. 5.
I really making cakes. I really enjoy making cakes.
The next.
Do you waiting here until I'm ready? Uh, mm, do you finish?
Well.
Или подождите. Do you hate?
Okay, something's wrong with the meaning then.
Waiting. Mind?
Mind, yes. What does it mean? Do you mind waiting here until I'm ready?
Ты
Translate. What does
думаешь.
it mean? It's not about just
А,
thinking, but it's
mind.
быть против, okay? Возражать. Ты не против подождать здесь, пока я буду готова, да? Okay. Mind, it's not about your mind, like brain, okay? But it's about be patient, maybe, and wait, yeah? 7, Lilia.
My parents are very punctual. They hate being late.
Yes, agree. The next, Daniel.
When are you going to finish using the computer? I need it.
Yes, that's right. Okay, nice. Well, modifiers. Who remembers what modifiers are? Class. What are modifiers? What are they? Can you just provide any examples of modifiers?
Я не
Mm-hmm.
помню что-то.
Okay. Modify, it means detect, yeah, определять. Modify as a verb. Modifiers, it means определители, okay? It means they show to what extent this or that quality is. For example, very, for example, quite, yes, really. Okay, these are special adverbs which modify or identify the adjectives or adverbs. For example, you can say, I'm well, or you can say, I'm very well, right? So very is a modifier, all right? So let's try to complete. Number one, I've already just done it. Yeah, very well. Number two, Aliyah.
I was in lucky. I won €100.
Mhm.
I was in
Well, чрезвычайно. Алия, чрезвычайно.
incredibly
Чрезвычайно повезло. Yes, I was incredibly lucky.
lucky.
Yes, I was incredibly lucky. That's right. Three, Dinara.
She's tired. She needs to rest.
Mhm.
She's a bit tired.
Tired. Yes,
Those
she's a bit tired. Good. She's a bit tired. Nice. For Lilia.
You are driving really fast. Slow
Really
down.
fast. Yes. Okay. And finally, Dinyar.
My bag is quite heavy
Yes,
because I've got my laptop in it.
that's right. Is quite heavy. Good. Okay. Okay. Well, going forward, complete the get phrases. All right, get phrases. Well, number one, again, Aliyah, begin, please.
We didn't have sat nav in the car, and we got on the way home from Edinburgh. And we got
Okay, class, help us.
Got
Lost?
lost.
Yes, we got
Um,
lost. Yes, that's right. Sat nav, since sat nav means satellite navigate, all right? Or satellite navigation. And we got
navigate.
lost. Number two, Dinara.
I'm always really hungry when I get from school. When I get home,
When I get home from school. Yes, nice. Three, Lila.
She was very ill, but luckily she's getting better.
She's getting better. Okay. Four, Linia.
We got two tickets for the theater to see a show.
Yes, correct. Two tickets. The next, Alia.
I get very well with my brother and sister. Mm,
Phrasal verb. Mm-hmm.
what is it? I get, yeah.
Have good relationship with someone. In other words, it means have good relationships with someone.
Здесь имеется проведите время.
It means I have good relationships with my brothers and sisters. Okay, class?
Get on.
Get on very well, right? Get on well with someone. It means to have good relationships. Okay, 6, Dinara.
They were married for 10 years, but 6 months ago they got divorced.
Divorced, yes. And finally, Lilia.
I got a text message from Carol. She says she's going to be late.
Yes, correct. Thank you. Thank you. Well, okay. Pronunciation part. Circle the word with a different sound, okay? Familiar task for you. The first sound is I. Daniel, please, which word
I.
is different?
Give.
Give, that's right. Number 2, Lila.
When fit child promise child.
Child, yes, for sure. 3, Zenara.
Could would look.
Mm,
Shoes.
look. Okay, can you read them once
Would
again?
shoes. Could would look. Shoes.
Choose, yeah?
Mm.
Choose. Okay, because yeah, could, would, look. Okay,
Mhm.
short sound, короткий звук.
Mhm.
Choose. You see, it's a long sound. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the next one. Although, yeah, that's English. You see, although here there is double O and here there is
Mhm.
double O, but it's a short sound. You see, look, not look, but look. And this
Mhm.
one is choose. All right. So
Mhm.
that's English. For Alia.
Should impression.
Should.
Should.
Mhm.
Should impression dictionary sandwich. Sandwich.
Sandwich, yes. And 5, Daniel.
Earn. Where. Learn. Heard. Where.
Where? Yes, that's right. Because it's diphthong, D, двойной звук, D. It means air, right? Air. Although, whereas in the other words, we can hear right? Good. And finally, underline the stress syllable. Stress syllable. Okay. Number 1, Lila.
Pretend. Tent.
Pretend. Yes. Number 2, Dinara.
Important. For.
Important. Yes. Number 3, Alia.
Remember.
Number 4, Daniel.
Salary.
Salary. And 5, Lilia.
Quietly. Quiet.
Yes. Quietly. Good. Quietly. All right. Well, now just let me provide you with one extra task. Could you please explain what does pretend mean? What does mean pretend? Please try to explain or show how it works in the context.
For example, when I was a child, I pretended to be ill because I didn't want to go to school.
Yes, okay, that's right, that's right. Good. We can say simulate, yeah? Simulate, pretend. Very good, thank you. Important. What does it mean important?
Wow.
Yes. When you say something is important, you mean what?
You value.
Yeah? Eva, what did you
It's
say?
value это ценить же, да?
Yes.
You value this, and this is something you have to do, or it's important thing.
Necessary, you mean
Yes,
necessary thing.
necessary. Yes.
Yeah, necessary. So you have to do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it has several meanings. Yes, one of them is when you have to value something. Yeah. Anything else?
Something or someone has special meaning to you.
Yes, that's right. It means, in other words, valuable, right? Ценный, valuable or treasured. Okay. Well, let's take down some synonyms because important is used a lot, right? Is used a lot. So the first synonym is essential. Essential. Okay. And another word, another synonym is significant. Oh, sorry, significant. Okay, so you can say important skill, важный навык, important skill. You can say essential skill, and you can say significant skill. All right, so important is a very common word. That's why it's highly used. Okay, it's highly used. That's why, okay, please memorize these synonyms. Could you please repeat these words? Essential. Repeat, please. Essential.
Essential.
Significant.
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 Next one is salary. Let's choose salary. What is salary? As I remember, Aliyah didn't know that word. Aliyah, can you explain this word now?
Salary, for example, in the job, after after you you give money.
I'm a little bit confused with your explanation, Aliyah. Okay,
Money.
I give some money to someone. What for? Okay, all right. Well,
Money earned at work.
yes, money earned at work. Good. Money got at work for some, yeah, some work you've done. Yes, okay. Usually at the end of a month.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I see that you do understand, and yeah. However, the explanation was a little bit confusing. Okay, confusing.
Yeah.
Yes. And just let's choose the word quietly. How can you define it? Quietly.
It's
Quietly, it's adjective.
Adjective. What about suffix ly? Then yeah. Does it show us? Yeah. Does it illustrate the adjective or what?
adverb.
Adverb.
The adverb, yes.
Adverb. Yeah. So that's the adverb. And what does it mean?
It's mean that if we do something, we do this without voice.
Without voice, without noise. Yeah.
Opposite
Opposite is
of word noise.
no. Yeah, noisily we
Noisy.
say, or
Noisily.
loudly. Yeah, but more often we use loudly. All right. So it's the opposite of the adverb loudly. Okay, loudly and quietly. Right, loudly and quietly. Good. Thank you. That's it. Well, I guess, would you like to ask me any questions left related to the grammar point, to maybe just vocabulary block? Don't hesitate to ask me questions.
А мы,
Dinara
по-моему,
is,
vocabulary,
yeah?
vocabulary не-
Oh, we skipped that part. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, just confusing verbs. Let's finish. Yes, thank you, Alia. You have noticed. Okay, please, Alia, the first one.
When did you, our husband, when did you meet your husband?
Meet your husband. Yes, correct. Good. Number two, Lilia.
Did you tell Mark about the party?
Yes, agree. Three, Daniel.
If we don't run, we'll lose the train.
Really?
Значит, miss the train.
The train, yes, it's a confusing verb, yeah. Well, we can't lose the train. We can't lose any mode of transport. We can miss a bus, miss a train, okay? And four, Dinara.
I really hope she's passed the exam.
Five, Alia, finish, please.
My mother always my mother always carries a lot of jewelry. Wait,
Sure.
worse.
Wears, yeah. Yeah, we
Wears.
wear clothes and jewelry, whereas we carry what? Alia, what can we
Carry,
carry?
carry bag and
Bags, yeah.
baby
Suitcases, yeah, okay.
suitcase.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Nice. Thank you. Well, we have finished this grammar part, and it's high time to do the reading section. Well, okay. There is the question. Okay, you have to answer. You should answer as soon as you finish reading the article. So, what's the question, Dinara?
Mm, what does Michael think is the main reason the British aren't good at speaking languages?
Yes. So you're going to read the article, and after that, you are to answer why Michael thinks, Michael thinks is the main primary reason that the British, right, people who live in Britain aren't good at speaking languages. But before we start reading, could you please guess, could you please maybe list your personal ideas? Why? The British aren't good at speaking languages. Do you have any ideas?
Maybe because English, it's one of the of most popular languages in the world,
Okay, yeah.
and
Mhm.
British British don't have necessary to learn
Necessity, yes.
other
Uh-huh. Yeah.
languages.
Okay, yes, good. I see. I see your point of view. Yes, you are right. When saying, when mentioning any nationality, Danielle, you can say British people, or you can say the British. Okay.
Okay.
So you can say, for example, the Americans, or you can say American people, all right, without the then. Okay, good. Now let's start reading. Pay attention to the highlighted phrases, yellowish phrases. Okay, we're gonna work out the meaning of these words. Why are the British so bad at learning languages? Okay, here is the introduction. Just let me divide this part into 4 sections. Well, okay, and let's see here. All right, please, the first part, Lilia, go ahead.
Michael Reese has lived and worked in France for 15 years. The British are bad at speaking foreign languages. It's a fact. In any city around Europe, you can find British tourists asking for the restaurant menu in English. At the best, they will try to say a couple of phrases they have learned from a phrase book, but they will stop making an effort the moment they discover the waiter knows a little English.
Okay. Any difficult vocabulary here in this paragraph?
Making an effort.
Making an effort. Okay, just let's do it this way. I won't translate that phrase to you, but what do you think it means? Let's read the sentence once again. Okay?
But
This
they will
context.
But they will stop making an effort the moment they discover the waiter knows a little English.
What could it mean?
Effort isn't удобный.
Not exactly. Effort means attempt. You know the word attempt? For example, I have tried to study to learn English 3 times in my life. For example, there were 3 attempts. There were 3 attempts to study English, to learn English in my life. Okay, it means 3 efforts, 3 attempts. Effort. It's a kind of it's a noun which means you put some physical or sometimes some physical strength to do something, or you really want to achieve something and you make an effort. You make attempts to
Усилия.
achieve your goal. Yes, that's right. That's right. Make an effort. It means приложить, прилагать, right? Усилие. Okay. Прилагать усилия. Делать попытки. Делать... Нет, прилагать усилия лучше. Okay. Прилагать усилия. Okay. Well, the second... and what's the... Yes, Alia?
Значит, они как бы не прилагают усилия, да, получается, или прилагают стоп?
They will stop making an effort the moment they discover the waiter knows it. It means if they see that, for example, the waiter speaks a little English, they give up making an effort. They even don't try to speak another language if they see the waiter knows and speak a little English. Okay. Well, the next one, Dinara, please.
I read a survey once which found that only 5% of British people could count to 20 in another language. So, why is this? I think как-
Laziness.
laziness is possibly the key factor. There is general feeling among British people that everyone speaks English nowadays, so it's not worth learning other languages. In multinational campaign, English is often the official language of communication within the company.
Okay, quite difficult, Zinara. I read a survey once which found that only 5% of British people could count to 20 in another language. I read a survey. What could survey mean, Zinara?
Sorry. Ну, это как опрос.
Да, опрос, исследование, right? Okay. Опрос, исследование, nice. Well, I think laziness is possibly the key factor.
Ключевой фактор.
Okay. You do understand the word laziness, right?
No.
Lazy people, and
Ah.
lazy is an adjective, and laziness is a
Mhm.
noun, abstract thing, right?
Mhm.
The next one, general feeling among British people that everyone speaks English nowadays.
Mhm.
General feeling, okay? What's general?
Общее.
Общее, yes, общее представление, okay, общее понимание, представление. So it's not worth learning other languages. You have already dealt with this word, worth doing something. Worth doing something.
Не стоит.
Yes, okay, не стоит изучения, не стоит того, чтобы учить другие языки. Да, pay attention. After worth, we use ing forms of the verbs. Okay. Multinational companies, not campaigns, right? Companies. Okay. And official language of communication within the company. What does within mean?
Внутри, да?
Yes, в пределах, да, внутри, в пределах компании. Yes, good. Okay, the next one, Aliya, please.
Also, British people who live abroad can always find all other British expatriates to talk to.
Expatriates, yeah, expatriates.
Expatriates to talk to watch British TV with, even to go to British pubs with. All reasons for never bothering to learn the local language. The situation in British schools doesn't help 10 years ago.
Oh, sorry, just it's not full stop. Okay, thank you here. Doesn't help. Well, let's see. Let's study this paragraph. I think expatriates is a new word for you. All of you have heard the word expat, yeah? Expat. Have you heard this word? Expate. You know what's this?
Те, кто
Expats.
уехал.
Yes, expats are people usually who live outside their own country. For example, Americans who live and work in
Immigrant.
London. Yes, in other words, yeah, immigrants. Yes, that's right. Okay, good. Expatriates. And all reasons for never bothering to learn the local language. Well, sometimes when someone's busy and you want to attract their attention, you can say, sorry for bothering you. Can you just help me with this question? For example, sorry for bothering you. And this man is extremely busy, for example, with something. You can say, sorry for bothering you.
Отвлекать.
Yeah, okay. Not maybe distracting, but
Беспокоить.
беспокоить, yes, that's right. Bothering, беспокоиться, worry. Yes, in other words, it's a synonym to the word worry. Yeah. Okay. And finally, Danyar. Yes, okay, please.
10 years ago, about 80% of children at secondary school studied a foreign language. Today, that number has gone down to 48%. And even the few pupils who study foreign languages at school don't have as many hours of classes as pupils in other European countries. I think it is also a problem that British children don't study English grammar anymore, which makes it more difficult for them to learn the grammar of another language.
Okay. Sonia, can you read this word once again, please?
European.
Third syllable is stressed. Peon.
Uh,
Yeah.
European.
Yes,
European.
European, yes, definitely. Mhm. European. Okay. Now let's look at the vocabulary. Today that number has gone down. Has gone down means what?
Снизилась.
Yes, that's right. Go down, go up. Yes, go down, go up. Good. And even the few pupils who study foreign languages at school don't have as many hours as classes of classes as pupils in other European countries. Okay, I think it's clear. Well, anything else? Okay, any other questions?
No question.
No questions? Okay, then let's get back to the reasons, right? And you should mark, yes, all the reasons that Michael thinks are the main ones why British people aren't good at speaking languages. So what are they? Let's read all of them first. Lilia, can you start?
British people rarely travel abroad.
Is it the reason?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, good. Number two, Dinara.
English is an international language.
Is it the
Yes.
reason? Yes, it is the reason mentioned in the text. Good. Three, Aliyah.
British people who live abroad often find the local language too difficult to learn. Yes.
Was this reason mentioned in the text? Why the British don't study other foreign languages? Just let me. Okay. Was it mentioned in the text?
British people who live abroad can always find other British expatriates to talk to watch TV, British TV with.
The key words in this statement, number three statement, is British people find local language difficult to learn. So when defining whether the sentence true or false, dear learners, I'll show you one tip, strategy. You should pay attention. You should underline the key words. What are the key words in the statements? Okay, that you have to focus on. So the key words in this statement is British people, okay, find local language difficult to learn. So is it true? Was it mentioned in the text that they find local language difficult to learn?
No.
No, it wasn't mentioned, right? It wasn't mentioned. Okay, that's why it's not the reason. Okay, number four, the next one is who? Dinara?
Daniel.
Danyar, sorry.
British people who live abroad often don't socialize with the local people. It's true.
It's true. It was the reason, right? Okay. Don't socialize.
Socialize.
Socialize. Okay, and that was the argument Aliyah has provided, yeah? Okay, when
Да.
they always can always find other British expatriates to talk to watch British TV, etc.
Yes.
Okay, that's true. Five, Dinara.
Language teachers in British schools are not very good. Mm. True?
True. If you say it's true, Dinara, it means you should find the argument in the text. If you can't find the argument in the, it means it's not true. It's incorrect and it's not provided. You see?
British children don't study English grammar anymore, which makes it more difficult for them
But
to learn.
listen, however, Dinara, this statement says something different. Language teachers are not very good. Is it the same? Yes, they don't study English grammar, but does it mean that British teachers are language teachers are bad?
Mm.
Не
Does it
очень
mean the
хорошо.
same? Who thinks it's the same? Who thinks that in British children don't study English grammar anymore? And this statement, many language teachers in British schools are not very good. Who thinks it is absolutely the same?
It's not absolutely, I think.
But you think it's the same, Lila?
No, it's not the same, I think.
It's not the same because, uh, yeah, okay, it's not the same. And these statements are completely different. Why? If
Ну, тут не написано
students,
почему.
yes.
Mhm.
So, but we just have come to the conclusion that it's not the same. Oops, sorry. And okay,
Mm.
there is no word that language teachers are bad, are not very good. Yes, there is information that students don't study English grammar, okay? But it's not because language teachers are not very good. You see? Although, yes, although the idea is very close to, yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the same. Okay? Do you understand?
Mhm.
6, Lila.
Many British secondary school pupils don't study a foreign language. Many. But in the text, there are even the few pupils who study foreign language at school don't have as many hours. It says that it's not true. Yes?
Okay. Even the few pupils. What does the few mean?
Немного, мало.
Да. The few, немного, мало, да, то малое количество, right? Учеников who study foreign languages, yes, don't have as many hours. Whereas this statement says what?
Many British, they don't study foreign language.
And listen, don't study and the few.
Few pupils.
То есть то малое количество, кто изучает иностранный язык в школах, да, у них не так много часов, как у, например, в европейских странах, да, изучают
Значит,
иностранный язык.
остальные они вообще не изучают.
А теперь смотрите, что говорит это высказывание.
Много
Многие,
не изучают.
ага,
Значит,
британские не
правильно, да?
изучают. Значит, это то же самое. Да, то есть то малое количество, да, малое количество указывает на то, что многие не изучают. То есть малое количество изучает, а многие в целом, да, не изучают. Okay, yes, it's the same. It's the same. Okay, that was really tricky. Это было прям очень, it was a trap, прямо ловушка. Yes. 7, please, who is the next? Alia? Okay.
British children don't know enough about their own grammar. This in text that British children don't study English grammar anymore, which makes it more difficult for them to learn the grammar of another language.
Okay. So is it the same?
Не знаю, enough это
Enough? Это достаточно?
достаточно об их собственной. Correct, что ли?
It's correct or incorrect? Was it mentioned as a reason? Okay. Children don't know, okay, and grammar. Children don't study, okay, grammar. Synonyms. Те же самые слова, синонимы, те же самые, right? The same words, paraphrasings. And the idea is the same. Agree?
Они знают, да? Как бы.
Don't study English grammar anymore, which makes it more difficult for them to learn the grammar of another language. If they don't study grammar anymore, it means they don't know enough about their own grammar as a result. So it's the same. Agree?
Yes.
Так, all right. And number 8, Daniel.
British people don't want to waste money learning languages. It's false.
It's false. It wasn't mentioned as a reason. Yeah. Okay. So number 2, number 4, number 6, number 7. These are the main reasons mentioned in the article why the British aren't good at speaking languages. Yes? Okay. So, nice. Okay, let's do it this way. Each of you, please, now look at this text once again and make up one question for a colleague. You see, make up one question and ask it. One question related to the text. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, please. Okay, let's get to ask each other.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Daniel, please, your question. Choose a colleague and ask them a question, please.
Ну, давайте Алия.
Go ahead.
What British people will do if they discover the waiter knows a little English?
Can you repeat, please, Daniel?
What British people will do if they discover the waiter knows a little English?
Okay.
They will stop making an effort the moment they discover the waiter knows a little English.
Yes.
That's right. Good. Thank you. Alia, please choose a colleague and ask her a question.
Я еще не готова.
Okay. Zinara,
I'm not ready.
you're not ready. Lila,
Как будет причина на английском?
reason. Reason. Это
Okay.
reason в русском языке.
Okay. What is Daniel? What is the reason? Not. What is the key factor of the reason that survey that survey
Found.
found only 5% of British people
Oh,
could.
okay, good. Come on. Just Lina, okay, too challenging. So too overcomplicated, you see? Overcomplicated. Yeah. So okay, just could you please start from the very beginning? What is
What is the key factor
mm-hmm.
of
Of
not of
yes,
lazy?
key factor of laziness.
I want to
Которое
ask
было.
that какой ключевой фактор причины именно
Laziness.
результата исследования,
Oh,
которое
Laziness is
показало.
answer.
overcomplicated, да, чуть-чуть слишком замудрено. Лиля, чуть-чуть
Okay.
нужно сбавить обороты.
Okay.
Давайте, окей.
What's the key factor of the British people
Мгм.
that they don't?
Обнаруженный исследованием. Давайте,
Ага.
окей? Ага. What is the key factor of British people?
Of
Обнаруженный,
British
found by,
by survey
ага.
that they can count to 20 in another language.
Okay,
They,
I would
that
just
they
cut it.
don't.
Я бы отрезала. I would cut it. Я бы отрезала. Okay, so yeah, what is the key factor of British people found? Okay, what is the key factor of British people who don't want? Yes, who don't want or tend to study English? People English found by a survey. Okay, found by a survey. So what is the main factor? What's the main factor? Then
Key factor found by survey is laziness.
it's laziness. Yes, that's fine. Okay, Lilia, you see, you've got the point. Yeah, too complicated. What is the key factor of British people that they don't tend to study foreign languages? Found by a survey. И то слишком тоже сложно получается.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies, Dinara, Aliya, it's your turn.
Ой, ну, сейчас.
Dinara, you ready?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Why British people don't care that they don't know another language?
Okay, can you repeat that, please?
Ну, почему британцев не беспокоит, что они, не знают?
Stop. Dinara, in
Oh,
English, okay? In English.
yes.
Okay, why?
Why?
Теперь порядок слов, now be careful. Why стоит WH, теперь на второй позиции должен быть auxiliary verb. У вас он будет отрицательный. Почему не заботиться? Why don't? Теперь
Yes,
кто? Why don't
the British people
British people
or care, Brits
care
care mhm,
about
that they don't know foreign
mhm.
languages
Okay. Who is this question
in
to?
abroad.
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 Who is this question to? Sinara.
Lila.
Lilia? Why don't British people care that they don't know a foreign language abroad or that they don't speak foreign language abroad like this?
Sorry, I didn't open my. Okay. Because they often don't socialize with the local people.
Dinara, did Lilia answer your question? Hello. Anybody's home?
Oh, I'm
Dinara?
sorry. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yes, did she answer? Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And Aliyah, please.
Why British people could count to 20 in another language?
Why?
What? Why
Mhm.
the British people
British people.
could
Стоп.
count?
Алия, word order. Порядок слов. Снова аккуратно. Порядок слов у нас WH word, auxiliary verb, вспомогательный глагол или модальный глагол. Потом идет субъект, subject, и потом идет глагол. Порядок слов. Обязательно. Вы не показываете время, когда происходит или что происходит. Модальность не указываете. Порядок слов. Why?
Why why the British people
Мгм. Стоп. Why could, да? Вот это же
could,
предложение берете.
yes,
Why
yes, yes,
could
yes. Why could count
stop who? Why could
the
subject
British people
British
British
people?
people count to 20 in another language? Правильно теперь?
Yes, but the question
Да.
grammatically is correct, but logically, I don't know how to answer that question. Who is this question to? Leah.
Динара.
Dinara.
Mm.
Why could only 5% of British people count to 20 in another language? Dinara. Only 5%.
Mm. Because I think the laziness.
Because of laziness, yeah? Yes, because of laziness.
Yes.
Alia, did Dinara answer your question?
Yes, yes.
Yes, all right, thank you. So, as I can see, dear learners, that making up questions is quite challenging for you, right? Okay, so it's difficult, isn't it?
Difficult.
Yes.
Because usually you are used to answering questions. Вы привыкли отвечать на вопросы more often, yeah?
Yes.
You're used to answering questions, and making up questions is quite, yes, it's something new. It's new area for you. Okay, that's why I think we should practice it more and pay attention to that skill. Well, what we're gonna do, what do you have to do at home? I'll send you the video, all right? And you please watch this part and complete and choose the correct options. 5 people, 5 questions, 5 answers, all right? And I will also send you the test. But the deadline is Monday, okay, since it's the middle of the week, середина недели, it's the middle of the week. Okay, if you finish it on time, just submit it on time. If you don't, please send it by Monday, 5 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
As usual. All right. So thank you very much for your work. If you don't have any questions, let me finish here. Everyone, thank you. See you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.